Today I want to talk about why I started going to the gym and reading the Bible. For as long as I can remember, I've been depressed or manic or angry or some sort of disease-ridden illness has taken over my brain, transforming my brain chemistry into an ominous state. Recently, I've decided I want to try to make my life better because no one is going to do that for me. That's at least how I feel when I'm in a good mood or as good as one can be in my mental health situation. Sometimes I get into these episodes in which I feel on top of the world as if I can do anything and everything. Other times I get into quite the opposite, which is why I've been seeking consistency. As of lately, and honestly, I'm impressed how long it's been going on. I've been going to the gym and reading the Bible. Why did I have the urge to do these things? Well, most likely because that's the urge every self-destructive human who decides to stop destroying oneself does. I think it's pretty known throughout social media and the internet that someone in a dire situation can change after finding Jesus. A healthy person by social media and internet standards is one who goes to the gym, eats well, lives through a positive perspective, has a good social circle, maybe a loving spouse, a good family relationship. I'm not so good with the positive perspective part or even having a social circle. So I tried the easy and most accessible one, which is going to the gym and reading the Bible. The gym is supposed to give you a high that can be recreated by substance abuse or even a relationship. They both spark brain chemistry as well as cause dependency. Your body's release endorphins, making the gym feel as if it is an addiction. My point is, I thought if I was going to have an addictive personality, might as well be in a good way. No more piercings and tattoos or substances or bad men or all the worst things you can think of combined into one devastating room of sadness. This time, I am going to get addicted to something that could improve my life. You don't have to outright believe in God to want to understand religion and the goodness that comes with it. I think those who decide to follow God tend to be much happier because they face less anxiety in day-to-day life. They aren't constantly worried things won't work out because to them, God has a plan. All the bad things lead to a greater journey, which are all part of God's plan. Plus, since reading the Bible daily, I've started to have moments in which random things make more sense. It provides a clear sense of meaning as well as explaining a purpose for my life. Obviously, this doesn't solve all situations, but it is a first step towards salvation. Salvation being finding peace within who you are as a person or who you might be. As covered in my last video, we all know self-identity can be hard. I've learned being productive is also something that's a cure to feelings of sadness. I'm not saying to push your feelings out completely or forget about them by doing so many activities, but I'm rather saying to learn to be productive with these thoughts still in the back of your mind. I think an exercise that has really helped me is giving myself 25 minutes a day to worry and to be sad. It's what I call my sadness time, in which I sit there, not busy doing anything once I've already been productive for the day, and in those 25 minutes I can cry. I can be sad or angry or upset, and it's a good way to teach yourself that your emotions are more than valid, but don't let them get in the way of your day-to-day life. This is something that comes with time, and I do think exercise, like physical exercise, has helped me regulate my brain to be able to do that. Even if you don't believe in religion or maybe that's not something you follow, I think reading in general promotes mindfulness, which is important for emotional regulation and a good life skill to have. So that's why I started reading more, going to the gym, and trying to pursue a more perspective or positive perspective towards the things I cannot control. Is it working? I like to think so, but only time will tell.